On August 14, 1945, Japan surrendered unconditionally to the Allies. News of the defeat was kept secret by the Japanese. Even all radio stations are sealed by Japan. But apparently, the broadcast was caught in Indonesia, and Sultan Syahrir heard it.
Designated Allied Supreme Commander to accept the surrender of the Japanese. He was met by Lieutenant General Eichelberger, commanding the 8th Army.
In the afternoon, after hearing the news of Japan's defeat, Sultan Syahrir and the youths held a meeting in Jakarta.
We are here to strengthen our plan of independence.
But no, Japan still commands Indonesia. The land is still controlled by the Japanese.
Assalamualaikum. I'm here to give a good news for you all. I heard in my radios that Japan has surrendered to the Allies. Therefore, there has been a power vacuum in Indonesia.
That is good news, but what is the meaning of the power vacuum that you mentioned?
Japan has not ruling over our country because Japan has surrendered to the Allies. Meanwhile, the Allies had not fully controlled Indonesia.
Then, what should we do to fill this power vacuum?
What if we propose to Soekarno and Hatta to immediately claim our independence?
That's right. Japan is no longer in charge of our land and we must seize this moment right now.
I agree. This is the right time to declare Indonesia's independence.
What Soekarni said was true. Independence is a people right that needs to be proclaimed. Let's go to Soekarno house to ask Soekarno and Hatta to cut off our ties with the Japanese. Agree?
Agree.
But don't let the proclamation of independence is proclaimed by the PHK.
But why do you think like that?
Because PHK is the foreign body of Japan. We don't want any of our proclamation is gift from Japan.
Therefore, let's agree to reject various gifts from Japan.
That's right, and you should all go to Soekarno's residence to convey this. The others and I will go order other young people to seize a segment of Japan.
In the next day, on August 15, 1945, Chairul, Sultan Syahrir, Wikana, and Darwis arrived at Soekarno's residence on Pegangsaan Timur number 56, Jakarta, with the intention of conveying the results of the meeting's decision.
Soekarno, Bung.
Yes, what happened?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Is there Soekarno? We went to meet him.
Yes, there is. Why do you ask?
Look, ma'am, we want to discuss some important things.
Oh, well, please come in. Please have a seat. Wait a minute, I call him. Dear, they are looking for you.
Who are they?
The young men are searching for you. They want to talk about something important.
Okay, I'll meet them. What important things do you want to talk about?
We must convey immediately declare independence.
Proclaim independence? It's not that easy for us to declare independence. We must have a discussion with PPKI first.
We cannot discuss this with PPKI because the commitment was formed by Japan and independent Indonesia must come from our effort, not a gift from another nation.
No, we really should discuss this with PPKI because they are on duty of preparing for our independence.
Do we have way from Japan to liberate this nation? We can. We have to raise up and self-proclaim it. Why do you have way from Japan?
The strength of this handful will not be able to defeat the Japanese war fleet. Show me right now, what is the proof of yours of the calculated strength you're wondering about? What will it do to the women and the children if there is bloodshed? How will we maintain our independence? How will we stand above the power alone?
But boom, the sooner we declare independence, the sooner people's misery will end. This is what our nation has been waiting for all this time.
Fine, but give me some time to deliberate this with the old factions.
Alright, we are heading off now.
Since each of them defended their opinion, the young factions were heading off. They were rushed to leave Soekarno's residence with annoyed faces. Then Soekarno asked the older groups to come to his residence to discuss the problem.
Oh, is this? You remind us to immediately declare Indonesia independent.
But we shouldn't be reckless, Boom. We need some time to prepare everything so that nothing untoward happens.
I agree. In my opinion, the most important thing is to face the allies who want to return to the rule of this country. In addition, the proclamation of independence was carried out at the PHK meeting on August 18.
Yes, after all, the young people's way of thinking is still short-term. We have to look ahead of us so that we can thoroughly prepare for this independence. After all, what if things fall apart?
Yes, we all agree.
Although they were saddened by Sukarno's decision, the youths who had left Sukarno's residence did not give up. They also arranged some strategy on how to persuade Soekarno and Hatta to declare independence. Finally, they decided to exile the two figures to Resangdengklo to avoid Japanese influence.
Apparently, the old version wanted for us. We have to find a way out from all of this.
That's right. Any ideas?
What if we isolate Bungkara and Bukata out of Jakarta so they will not be influenced by Japan?
Where do we isolate them, Boom?
What if in Nagasaki, a city in Karawang where the location is desolated and it's far from the location of Japan, so the safety is very secure?
That was truly a good idea. I'm agree. How about you guys?
Agree.
So let's do it tonight.
Let's go. The youths agreed with Wikana's idea. At night, Soekarno and Muhammad Hatta were brought by a group of youths to Rengasengklo. This group departed from Soekarno's residence escorted by Peta troops under the command of Darwis.
Excuse me, Boom.
What happened?
The entourage of Soekarno and Hatta arrived at Resangdengklo safely at dawn on 16 August 1945. Soekarno and Hatta were there all day long.
Soekarno,
Hatta! What is our purpose for bringing us here?
We like to talk again about
Will we forever just wait for the promise that Japanese gave? We must declare our independence right now, bro. It's for the sake of our people that have been colonized in our land for years. They have the right to be set free, and this is the right time for us to set them free.
Calm down. Let's discuss it over, okay? Bung Saleh, please antay Bung Karno. And Bung Darwis, please antay Bung Hatta.
but can we? Is this all we can possibly do?
Of course it's possible, bro. As long as we try, we can do it. After all, Jakarta's youth are planning a defense strategy to prevent attacks from Japan or allies who do not accept our proclamation.
Oh, but it
Alright, I agree. We will declare independence without Japanese interference.
Where are my glasses?
Oh yeah.
At 5:30 7:30 p.m., the group from Jakarta, escorted by Peta, arrived at Lengasengklo to pick up Soekarno and Muhammad Hatta.
Okay, so what's the decision?
We agree that Indonesia independence will be carried out without Japanese intervention.
So, when are we going to do it? How about tomorrow? All the troops in Jakarta are ready.
If it is possible, yes, we'll probably do it tomorrow morning.
Alright.
We discuss about the text of proclamation for our independence.
Japan will not allow us now, especially if anyone know we want to formulate a proclamation.
I have an idea. We will borrow the house of Japanese Army officer, Admiral Maeda.
All members of the old and young groups returned to Jakarta to further discuss plans for the proclamation of independence on August 17, 1945.
Sorry, what's the matter?
We'd like to meet Admiral Maeda.
Wait a minute, I'll call him.
Dear, come here.
Good evening. What's wrong, Boom?
Sorry, we disturb you at this time. We need a place to discuss our independence plan that will be carried out tomorrow.
Is that true? So, please come.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm glad to hear this news. So please use the space you need.
Alright, thank you.
Please have a seat.
Do you have a paper and a pen, Admiral?
Wait a minute, I get it right away. Okay, please take it for me.
manuscript signature.
In my opinion, the proclamation text should not be signed by PHK members because PHK members is from Japan and we agreed earlier that we would not declare independence with Japanese interference.
So, does any one of you have any idea?
What if we make the audience that came at that time sign the manuscript? Just like how the American nation that made their audience sign their declaration text.
No way, we must not imitate other nations. We must be different from other countries.
So, what else can we do?
I also suggest what if you and Hatta be the representatives to sign the document.
That's a good suggestion. How about the others?
Agree!
Please type this proclamation.
Alright, Boom. Is there a typewriter here?
Yes, that is. Please go this way.
After hearing the entire discussions were over at Admiral Maeda's house, Soekarno returned home and was greeted by his beloved wife.
Thank God, everything went smoothly. Thank you for accompanying me through these difficult times.
And the Gusti Allah, who has provided a way to proclaim the independence of our nation.
Yes, just go ahead and make the flag, the simple one. Later, we'll see how it turns out.
Alright, dear. Wait, I have an idea. How about we name the flag Sangsaka Merah Putih?
Okay, Sangsaka Merah Putih.
Yes, dear.
In the next day,
Brothers and sisters all, have asked you to be in attendance here in order to witness an event in our history of the utmost importance.
Listen to our proclamation. Proclamation. We, the people of Indonesia, hereby declare the independence of Indonesia. Matters which concern the transfer of power and other things will be executed by careful means and in the shortest possible time.
Jakarta, 17 August 1945. In the name of the people of Indonesia, Soekarno, Hatta.
Proclamation event did not last long. However, this event has changed all aspects of the life of the Indonesian nation. Our independence has become the momentum of Indonesian nation struggle. Now, the problem has come to a sweet end. Differences of opinion have become a unified whole. Therefore, we, as the next generation of the nation, must achieve in order to feel this independence, not even tarnish it. We must be able to return the favor of the fighter in our ancient homeland by maintaining this independence.